Hey guys, so guess what? This is probably going to be late because I just kind of fell behind, to be perfectly honest, and I was having some fun time with my brother, and so this is probably not going to be on till later today. But either way, first off, I wanted to apologize for that, and second off, also apologizing for the lighting situation. I didn't really know that it would glare that much at the top. You'll see off and on where when my light is at a certain, when my hand is at a certain spot in front of the light, it kind of sends a glare to the top, and all the light kind of covers all the sketch or just the top portion in general, which I'm sorry for some of you guys who that could be hard on the eyes for. And I just wish I would have known that, because then I could have repositioned my lighting and it would have been a little bit easier. But in the long run, I can't exactly just redo it, and with my experience, I don't know how to fix that. So I'm going to have to look more into that in the future, but for now, it's probably just going to stay that way, and I'm sorry for that. But either way, to get into this drawing, today's theme, or yesterday's theme, was poison. And I immediately thought of something gory, and so it kind of turned into did turn into a Goretober. And I don't know what it is about blood, but sometimes for me it's just fun to draw. So they kind of turned out that way, and it was a lot of fun because I had this whole image in my head, and I really liked how it turned out inking wise, because it turned out style wise the kind of style that I love seeing, and it just turned out nice. I'm really happy with that. And overall, just drawing this was a great time, and seeing it come together slowly, I was like, ooh, yay. And then now seeing it as a speed draw, I really like how that went. Some of the challenges I faced were, like I said, definitely the lighting situation as I was editing it. And now that I have some better, how should I put this, some better supplies, or not better, but more supplies, I should say, it's easier for me to ink now because I'm used to these supplies more so, and I'm just still kind of getting used to the brush pen, and the brush pen's nice, but the one that I have doesn't exactly have the tip that tends to keep its shape, and so it kind of gets streaky. And so I decided to just use that in the background in the long run, and I do like it. If you go slower, it's just you can't go fast with it if you wanted to. So I didn't really use it in this one, but the last couple ones I did for a micron brush pen. But either way, getting into this topic for the drawing, like the hair, I didn't expect it to turn out that streaky, but I did like that, and so I went ahead and just went with that, and added some blood here and there, or pretty much everywhere. And it was just a great time. And so as I go along, I find that I basically had sometimes situations where I was just like, oh, I don't know how to do that, as I just kind of went for it, such as the bubbles. I've done bubbles before, but I didn't really know how to form it when I was originally sketching it. I was like, it didn't look kind of clunky per se when I first did it, and I'm just like, I don't know, but I kind of like how it turned out. Originally I was going to have some swirls in there, which you can see from the sketches here and there, but that just didn't work out in the end, so I just liked it with the bubbles, and it kind of gave a poison look to it, which is of course the theme. And so there I am kind of outlining, and as you can see, this is the brush pen that I was talking about. It kind of gives a streaky effect, and I basically did this, and I probably did about half of this in the video, and I just wanted to show you how much I did in the long run when it came to inking it, which I'm really happy about. Oh, what am I saying? Okay. What I mean is the streakiness of it. I did like how the effect added to it. And see, there's the jump there that I was talking about. I did about half of it, and then of course the camera like not died, but it turned off because it can only record about 10 minutes at a time. But either way, I just finished it up because I was like, you know what, I'm not going to record all of it because I don't want you guys to sit through all of it, and now it add like at least a minute of time to my thing. And so now I'm going into the shading. I believe that is a C3, so cool gray 3. Not that many of you guys would really care about that, but some people do, and so I'm just going to say that. And so then I kind of went in with a C5, cool gray 5, and added some little bit darker shades to it, and it's slowly coming along, and I just like adding depth and perception to it to where it doesn't look so flat in the long run. And I did like how that turned out, as I'm saying a lot, because I did like how this turned out in the long run. I'm sorry if I say that like a million times, but it's true. And then when I went in with the blood, with this nice juicy red, this was like a pretty much brand new red. I've only used a couple of them. See, there's the there's the juicing of it pretty much, where I used it and then all of a sudden it I noticed, and this isn't the first time it's happened to me before when it comes to brand new markers. I pushed it a couple times, like dabbed it a couple times on the paper, and then all of a sudden like a big blotch of ink came out, and I looked at it and I'm like, oh snap, turns the thing back around so like the ink could flow back into the well inside of the marker. But I was still like, well, I flipped the page and I was like, well, it leaked through, but it didn't look too bad on the paper. So I was like, I'll just let it go and continue on with it. Not the worst thing I've had. I've had way worse happen when it comes to pencil leaking, like literally destroying my art. There's a whole story behind that, and I might share that in the future. I don't know. We'll see. Then I added some purple around the edges of the bubbles. Like I wanted to add like a greenish, purplish look to the poison, per se, like the potion poison. Gives some nice alliteration there. Potion poison. And so then I added a little bit of green and browns to the blood to make it look more depth-wise and more realistic. And I started to use this kind of bluish purple and outline the poison word. Didn't work out, so I just like colored it all in, and I was like, oh cool, that looks nice. Then I grabbed my gel pen, add a few more like tiny little bubbles here and there to just kind of add a few things, and then I also outlined the word poison again, because like now you couldn't really see it because it was so dark, and added some more bubbles, blah blah. And that is pretty much the end of my piece. And I just signed it at the end of it after I finished coloring up a few things. Used my signature on the bottom. And then I was pretty much done after I erased some stray marks that were on there. And there you go. Anyways, I hope, even though I mostly rambled on this, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Sorry it was so late, and sorry for the whole lighting situation. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye! Hey guys, if you like this video, give this video a like. And if you haven't checked out my other vlogs, go ahead and do that. You can either click the link to the previous one, or you can check him out at my page, and I'll have a playlist on there, and you can click that and watch it from the beginning. Or if you'd like, go ahead and check out my art, because I love doing art, and I'm sure if you guys love art, you will love my art channel as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!